In a peaceful Yoruba village, where the wind whispered ancient secrets, lived a beautiful young woman named Adejoke. Since birth, her scalp had been as smooth as polished stone. Not a single strand of hair had ever grown from her head. Her parents, Babatunde and Mama Ronke, tried every herb, every healer, but nothing worked. In a community where a woman's beauty was tied to her hair, Adejoke became the target of ridicule. Children chased after her chanting, Madam Guru head, where your hair they go? Men avoided her. Who go marry bald woman? She be man, they sneered. Only her childhood friend Benga stood by her. When the village mocked her, Benga defended her. When she cried, he reminded her that beauty was deeper than appearance. But it was never enough for Adejoke. She longed for flowing hair, for a noble husband, for a life where she wasn't treated as less. One fateful evening, a strange man arrived. His name was Chief Nadozi, a wealthy merchant known far and wide. He came with a proposition. I heard of your struggle, Adejoke. Marry me, and I will cure your baldness. I will give you hair, thick, long, and beautiful. I will make you whole. Adejoke was stunned. Her parents rejoiced. Mama Ronke wept, thanking the ancestors. Finally, their daughter would marry, and to a rich man. When Benga heard the news, he rushed to her hut, heart pounding. Joke, you can't marry that man. Why not? She asked. He's dangerous. He's been married 5 times. All his wives vanished. Adejoke's eyes narrowed. Why are you trying to block my blessings? You've always been here. But what have you done? Let me go, Gbenga. Let me be happy. On her wedding night, Chief Anadozi handed her a clay pot. Drink this. Your new life begins now. With trembling hands, Adejoke drank. She woke the next morning to a miracle. Hair, soft and thick, growing down her shoulders. In a month, her head was covered in long, shiny black hair. The village froze when she stepped out. Ah, Adejoke don't grow hair, they murmured. She walked proudly past them all. Benga saw her too, but he noticed something odd. Her hair moved on its own. Joke, something is wrong, he warned. Benga, stop spoiling my joy, she snapped. But as she walked, she noticed it too. The hair tingled. It grew longer every hour. It slid down her waist, wrapped around her fingers. It slithered like snakes. Terrified, she rushed home and faced the mirror. Her hair twisted and writhed. What is happening to me? She screamed. Then came the whispers. We are here. We are here. She cut the strands, but for every piece she chopped, 2 more grew. The whispers turned to screams. When Chief Nadozi returned, he found her curled in a corner. The hair filled the room, crawling across the ceiling. What have you done to me? She cried. He laughed darkly. I didn't give you hair, Adejoke. I gave you spirits, evil ones. They live inside you now. Because of you, I will remain the richest man in the land. She tried to flee, but he locked her in. The next morning, the serpents whispered again, We are hungry. Feed us. Chief Nadozi dragged in 2 bound villagers. Feed them, he said. Adejoke screamed as her hair surged forward and devoured the men. Moments later, money rained from the air. Chief Nadozi clapped with glee. You are my treasure, my wealth. More people followed. Her body grew weak, her face sunken. She no longer felt human. Outside, villagers whispered, Where is Adejoke? Why don't we see her? Her parents thought she was enjoying her new life. Only Gbenga knew something was wrong. He kept watch, and one night saw men dragged into the compound, bound and blindfolded. Terrified, Gbenga ran to the elders. Adejoke is in danger. At first, they didn't believe him. But soon, with sacred herbs and talismans, the elders stormed the compound. What they found horrified them: blood, bones, and Adejoke, barely breathing. Her hair was a monstrous, slithering thing. They poured sacred water on her head and chanted ancient prayers. Slowly, the spirits cried out and faded. Her hair crumbled to ash. The room fell silent. Chief Nadozie returned to find the villagers waiting. He was seized and sentenced to death on the spot. As Adejoke recovered, the villagers surrounded her with love and apologies. Gbenga stayed by her side, feeding her, praying for her, holding her hand through her nightmares. One day, as she sat beneath the Iroko tree, the wind on her bare scalp, she turned to Gbenga and whispered, "I was blind. I searched for love and beauty, but you were all I ever needed. I'm so sorry." Benga smiled gently. "You don't need to say sorry, Joke. I'm just glad you're safe." Adejoke took his hand. She no longer longed for hair or approval. She had found peace, freedom, and a love that saw her, not her scalp,